Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. An exciting time. We know Dragon Fist is getting his platinum equipment. I'm so unbelievably excited. I'm going to be honest with you. I think if they bolster both his offenses, his defenses, and have some little passive to make his life easier for getting his unique gauge, I think Dragon Fist could be a very formidable unit. I was thinking something like gaining a set amount of ki as well as a card every time he faces a new opponent would be perfect. Really help him with that early ramp up. His unique gauge can start out at maybe 30 to 50%, just something to make his life easier. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and jump right into this. Big shout out to GrassDog over on Twitter, who always provides these data mines. Much appreciated. Starting us off with the good old Red Janemba getting his Zenkai Awakening. Yeah, this guy came out to counter the yellow lock-in Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from years back. Solid movie counter. Let's see how well he looks. In terms of the events, we have the usual rush battle here. CC, Zenkai 3, some medals, very nice. We got this as well. I don't know, I guess it's something. And then we got Janemba's kit. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. Super Janemba, main ability, draw a green card next. Restore own health by 20% and ki by 50. 40% to damage inflicted, 45 timer counts. Minus 10 to strike and blast arts cost for 45 counts. That's quite a long time, quite a bit. It's just a shame it could be wiped away given that every unit takes away buffs from pretty much anything. Goku Frieza on the bench, a green card here, main ability there. Only need 15 timer counts to pop it, but nonetheless. First passive, restore 30 ki when he shows up on the battlefield. 40% damage inflicted for 15 counts. 30% damage to the next strike card that he uses. Gradually restores own health by for 30 counts. And then every time he uses a strike card, randomly draw a new card. Happens once. Activation counts on reset and restore ki by 5. So decent combo potential. Decent multiplier so far. Okay, I see you. Second passive, 30% damage inflicted against Movie Saga or Saiyan. That's a big deal. Movies, I feel like, Movies has never left the meta. I don't know why, but it feels like Movies gets a major buff every 6 weeks, doesn't it? It feels like anytime they're about to get, pushed out of line a little bit, they get a power-up and they come back. Every single time. Saiyans are always meta-relevant. UVB, Go Frieza, Ultra Gogeta Blue. No matter what, you always see them, so that's pretty good. So right out the gate, 70% damage inflicted if you're a Movie Saga or Saiyan character. Reduce damage received from movies or Saiyan by 20%. A little low. I hope that's not all of it. The following effects occur every time this character uses a blue card or a green card. Oh, the enemy. Every time your enemy uses a blue card or a green card while you're on the battlefield, you draw a new green card. You get 20% damage inflicted. Take away 30 ki from your enemy. Seal enemy strike cards, and the strike card cannot be used for 3 counts. It's pretty obvious this was intended to counter out Goku Frieza's green card because they're guaranteed. I'm pretty sure they're guaranteed a strike card. Not that they draw a new one. I don't really know. They kick the crap out of you all the time. So that's pretty neat. Next passive, Zenkai 3 passive, the dominant terror when the battle starts. 90% damage inflicted with 50% reduced damage received. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so 40% for the 15 counts, 90% just built in, and the extra 30% against Movie Saga or Saiyan characters puts him up there at 160%. With the Zenkai stats, that's not bad. It's not bad. Given he's an old character with a Zenkai, that kind of puts him close to what modern characters are sitting at, 160, 180 with some ramp up. So pretty good, Janemba, not bad. And with the 50% reduced damage received, that means he's sitting at 70% against Saiyans or Movie Saga characters. Pretty good. Every time he shows up on the field, he restores his health by 5%, has card draw speed, and he has that 3 timer count lock-in that they teased over on Twitter. That could be pretty good for getting a snipe in. So if your opponent, you're kicking the crap out of them, and maybe your opponent is banking on you going for a last second drop combo or something along those lines, just go into Janemba, lock him in, kick the crap out of them, that kind of thing. Or lock him in for a rush. Pretty good. That is a nice little gimmick for him. His Zenkai 6 passive. The following effects occur when this character performs a vanish. You get another level of card draw speed for 15 counts, and you take away 20 ki from your enemy. The following effects occur when the enemy does a vanish while you're on the field. You randomly draw one new card if you have 3 or fewer. Inflict the enemy with the attribute downgrade plus 10 to special move costs, as well as inflict the enemy with the downgrade minus 40% to ki recovery. Pretty good. Wow. You perform a vanish, you get level 2 card draw speed? Wow, so if you can perform a PV, that'd be pretty devastating. Janemba doesn't seem to have any cover nullification, but he has some pretty decent multipliers for damage. So for a Zenkai character, not bad. But in terms of being like the mainstay for regeneration or movies as like a red character, I don't know, maybe? I'm thinking of a red unit for regen. All I can think about is the transforming second form cell to perfect cell. Would this guy be better than him? Maybe? I don't know. I guess that's where he would fit. This blue card, massive slice damage, minus 40% to enemy sustaining damage cut effects is pretty good. 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed. Green card, you will counter the enemy's tap shot or blast cards while this character is charging forward. Following effects occur on hit, you get 20 ki, 75% to the next strike or special move damage inflicted, immobilize and destroy all your enemy cards. Those are very good. That's going to be pretty cheeky, honestly. How many of these do we deal with now? We got Janemba with strike, UGB with blast, UVB's green card is the same as this, but that includes strike cards. This one is going to be for blast and tap shots. Not going to be fun, I suppose. His Zenkai abilities for red movies, no surprise there. Yeah, that's where we leave off there. But the more important thing now. All right, and I also want to give a shout out to myself for posting this on Twitter. I didn't even look at the numbers. I just like, bloop, bloop, screenshot, post up on Twitter just so I could do this. Now, let's see. Here, I told you what I wanted out of this guy. More damage, more tanking, more sustain, more bolstering, less reliant on ramp up for damage. I want Dragon Fist to kick butt. Let's see what we got. First slot, 35% to strike attack, blast attack, 35% to strike defense and blast defense. Already off to a great start. Bolster both offenses, bolster both defenses. Big thumbs up. Second slot, max HP up to 15%. With a 15% boost to his health restoration just to align with his 3% max HP restore every time he uses a strike or blast. I'll take that. 5 to 10% to strike and blast pure defense, for the record, pure. While there are 3 episode sagas from the movies or Tag Sun family battle members remaining. This one's a bit tricky. The wording implies that if you lose an ally, you know, your opponent makes it a 2v3, that you lose this buff. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That's how it's phrased. That's how I understand it. But people have been saying that, no, the buff still applies. If the buff still applies, that's great. 10% pure to both defenses is fantastic. The new max HP puts him up to being modern character level, and the health restore will go a long way for his sustainability. I'm liking it. But if it doesn't work that way, I don't know, whatever. Last slot, 30% to damage inflicted, minus 10 to blast arts cost. These two are huge. Dragon Fist, when he starts the fight, is at 120% damage inflicted. Giving him 30% is a big win because 30% puts him at 150%. And granted, I know modern characters are sitting at, you know, like 160 above 180, you know, Janemba, a lot of the Ultras, characters such as that. But he is a ramp-up character getting 10% damage inflicted, and with him having no issues in terms of cover, that's pretty good. But the minus 10 to blast arts is huge. Absolutely huge. I'm pretty sure everyone agrees where when you get blast cards with Dragon Fist, it is a huge pain to actually boost his gauge because they're at full cost. I think they're at what, 29 or 24? So for them to go down to the same as a strike cost basically means in your combo you can squeeze in 3 or more cards, making Dragon Fist get his gauge much faster. A 50% to your own gauge charge rate basically means what? You only need one full combo from a priority to max it out now, because I play with Dragon Fist quite a bit, and by the time I run out of unique gauge, I'm at 50% when a combo ends. This is factoring in disrupts in the whole shebang. This should mean that in one combo, if I can get a full combo in with the -10 blast darts, I should be able to get my unique gauge. And if that's the case, really good, because I dare say Dragon Fist ult is still one of the best in the game if you can get that drop combo. And then they also decided to give a 30% to blue card damage if the unique gauge is full. I like that. I'll take that. The blue card, I will admit, didn't feel like it hit as hard as it should have, but this should help it without a doubt. 30% more damage, 30% extra blue card damage, faster to charging up the unique gauge, bolsters defenses, bolsters base offenses, more damage overall, better sustain. That's exactly what I wanted. I could have opted for more multipliers, but we do got to be realistic here. This is a platinum equipment for a character that can get a Zenkai. I am happy with this. It could have been 5% key recovery, -2 to blast darts, and 15% damage inflicted, but I think they gave him all the things that he needed. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with this. You let me know in the comment section below what you're thinking. We are going to be getting this thing 100% day 1, minute 1, second 1, without a doubt. I'm so excited for this. Dragon Fist is going to be in the featured boost as well. Keep that in mind during the showcase. So he's going to get yet another boost to his damage inflicted with some more pure stats. So he's going to look pretty damn good, I think, in this season. Will you let me know in the comment section below? What are we thinking? But until next time, boys, be on the lookout for those showcases. It's time to bring the Wrath of the Dragon back. Peace.